Project Insights. It's a whole new thing. Wish list, understand the work being performed on a project. Solution goals, help our clients manage their teams and the projects by giving you more information about what's going on. Offer Project Insights reports that answer questions like, where's my team spending their time, such as per drawing type? How is the team getting the work done? We've got data on command usage. This is also extremely useful for us to understand how you are using it so that we know where to prioritize our developments. When is the work getting done? So you can see the project trends over time. So we'll go on to a demonstration of this. Jason, hand it over to you.
Can everyone see this all right?
Yep.
So as you may know, ShipConstructor keeps a lot of information on the changes that are happening in your project. But in order to understand what's going on, that can be pretty tricky sometimes. So this is something that we're hoping to solve by Project Insights. So right now it's enabled very simply through a single project setting in your ShipConstructor project. Once this is enabled, ShipConstructor keeps extended logs of any drawing and command activity, in addition to the information that ShipConstructor already keeps for all the changes in your project. Here's an example report. We're using a free Microsoft product called Power BI to provide interactive reports that you can interact with your project data. So for example, in this report we can see the number of created parts per month and day, or the number of deleted parts, or the number of modified parts. Here's another report that breaks it down further by unit and week, so you can see per week, per unit, how many parts are being modified. And if I want, I can filter down to a specific week, or even if I want to, I can get a profile across all the weeks of the time of day that changes are being made in my project. That's just an example of some of the information that you can get. Now, as they're fully interactive, we could narrow down so we can see which teams are responsible for the changes. We can filter by specific units or drawing types, so you can see just the changes for those. So those are all, these changes that I've been showing you so far have been project revision related. So ShipConstructor has always been keeping project revisions, but this just gives you a visual way of seeing what those are. They keep track of changes like which parts, anytime a part is created, anytime a drawing is created or modified, changes to spools, welds, all sorts of different types of objects. They're all stored in the project revisions, and so this just allows you to interact with that. In addition, with Project Insights, we're now adding the ability to keep track of which commands and drawings are active, and we can see, I'm just going to switch, I'm in the wrong project here, or wrong. You can see a breakdown by team, and this is pulled from your ShipConstructor permissions groups, so you can see how much time each team is spending with active drawings, or how much time commands are running. And if we want, we can filter and drill down to a specific team and see, a list of individual users and how much time the drawings are being active or commands are running. We can also get a list of how many commands are being run on a per user basis. So those are just some quick visuals. If you want a detailed visual, we have a list of all sorts of statistics, including the amount of time the drawings are active and the number of commands that are being run. Once again, we can filter by and expand by teams, and if you want, we can export the data to a CSV for use externally. We can also see on the right here a list of all the commands that are being run. So if I want to see all the commands that are being run by the administrator group, I can see a list over here. It's sorted by the number of times that it's run. And if I want, I can filter down to see only ShipConstructor commands and a list of the drawing types those commands are coming in. If I want, I can even narrow down to see what types of drawings these commands are running in. Power BI is available and free for any user. You don't need to have a Microsoft Office or anything. You can just go ahead and download it. They do ask you to sign up via and give your email address, but that's the only restriction right now on it. One of the other uses that you can have is to investigate specific questions or events or problems that you've noticed in your project. Right here I've got a table. It's listing every single revision, part drawing revision, as well as every single command that is being run. For example, if you wanted to find out which parts were deleted, or if you wanted to investigate a specific deleted part, you could go and you could see, okay, which users were doing the deleting. You could find out which drawings that deletion was happening in. And then if we want, we could even see the changes, the other changes that were happening in that drawing at the time that the deletion happened. So you can see here, this drawing's been modified. This is just in one particular day. You can see all the commands that were run and which parts were deleted and modified at the same time. So that's another use for it. Project Insights keeps data of individual users. In order to make it available in this report, we have a new application called Project Insights. It's available in the Start menu. So you can process the data files that are stored, and then that will be available in a new report, and you can create a new report based on a project template, which we provide. This what you're seeing here is based on the default template that we've provided you. And if you want to create a new report, you can do so by pressing this button. There's a bunch of steps that need to happen one time only, right at the beginning, when you create a new report. But we have this little help window, and you can just kind of go through the process through that, and it'll kind of guide you and help you get set up. All of this will be available in the user manual. We're going to describe it. And we have a bunch of knowledge-based articles that you can stay posted, where we'll be describing in a further detail some of the many things you can do. As the reports are fully customizable, you can easily make a new report to answer your own specific questions and save it as a template so that any new reports that you generate for all of your projects can have those questions answered. So I hope that this has been interesting, and I look forward to hearing your experiences with Project Insights. We'd really like to have an understanding of how ShipConstructor is being used, and this is one way that you can help us with that. But also I think that you will appreciate being able to understand how your own team is using ShipConstructor. I'll pass it back to you, Norm.
Great. Thank you, Jason. Pretty exciting. So just a quick recap of that. Extended ability of Project Insights to record user drawing and command activity project-wide. So implemented an interface to process the raw project insight files into consumable database. We use an SQLite. That's all included in the installation. You don't see any of that. Leverages both project user and revision information. So we're really trying to help users and managers understand what's going on in the project and where it's at. And it's enabled by default when you create a new project with 2019 R2. And if you upgrade a project, you can enable it through the manager there, as was shown at the beginning. It's available with any major license or report license and valid subscription. So you need to have an active license. As Jason pointed out, we're really keen to get more clients using it. We'd really like to experiment with this in terms of in the next couple of months. If you're looking at upgrading to 2019 R2 or testing for upgrade, we'd be interested in hearing from you. Provides managers with insight to current activity and trends on their projects, where the team is spending their time, how the team is getting the work done, project trends over time. And like I said, it helps us really understand at a very detailed level how our product is being used. So this is a great troubleshooting feature, but it's certainly not uniquely for that. It's really to provide you value on a day-to-day basis.